And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They go play action with Lawrence. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. It's Lawrence. He finds his man complete. It's Barnes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
24.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Cougar touchdown. It's only the first quarter. That's a quick shift in momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception. And then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. Well, let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Achane. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Hey, look at this Packers defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on third.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down, Miami.
Achane on the counter. Lucas Van Ness in there on the tackle. Well, this defense for the Packers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From the 48-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 45.
I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Following the interception, Love. He finds his man complete. That's Carr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Let's go now. Quick, yellow. Ready?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Packers had 7-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go.
3rd and 4.
Striker, 3-3.
They'll go again to Jones. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. On fourth down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hey, look at this Packers defense. Now, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Second and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught. It's a big play there for Miami. 48 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Rip, 23.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 33. A nightmare in the 1st half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. And Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score, Packers
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready.
Working out of the gun. Love. He finds his man complete. That's man. And he'll be taken down right there at the 38. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Let's go.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one good for 37 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones is in. Touchdown, Packers.
Sometimes offensive you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Now Carlson for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Let's go.
Now a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Lawrence changing the play. A run straight ahead with Achane. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job. but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a first down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On first down, Lawrence. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. That's caught. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second and goal from the 1. Achane is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. You think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Play fake. Here's Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Here we go. Here we go. 12, 10.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love going to give this one to Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 3rd down, Love. He finds his man complete. That's Curry. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The throw over the middle, taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Lawrence. He's got his running back back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go. Go, let's go. Defense, one stop.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barnes.
He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
On the set.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Now Love.
He finds his man, complete. It's Curry.
It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
That's good for 28 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Okay, right?
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. This one from 35 yards away.
A 35-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. Sliding out of the pocket. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down.
That's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, he scored on the ground and through the air. And the Packers are able to widen their advantage. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover it? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Barnes. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Lawrence will throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
At the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now receiver in motion left. They'll run. H-in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Love from the gun. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cam Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Packers 27, Dolphins 21.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing. Love. Throw left side complete. That's Curry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. All right, call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They go bootleg. Love. He finds his man complete. It's Curry. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Ready.
Up the middle, Jones. And he has the 1st down as he's able to reach the ball forward and get past the line to gain. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Ready, go.
Love now. This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Anders Carlson on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. On play action, Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. It's Barnes. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Lawrence. He's going to air one out. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. And able to elude one tackler, but only gets this back to the line of scrimmage. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And here's Jones again on second down.
Nifty move. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
78 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game.
Do this. Come on, guys. Pick it up.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Ready?
An inside give to Jones. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Love. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson.
73 yards.
And the Packers use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1 timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd
occasions, but we know this is definitely fourth down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
He's going to take another shot here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Green Bay, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.